that there was an ordinance here in the past.
Well-
Or just a random glance at the document.
Basically, how I would say that is like, oh yeah, hang on, this document contains a bunch of information and shit on it. Let me just remember. Can I just remember like what I saw? I was like, oh yeah, that one time I picked up a file I wasn't supposed to look at again. Oh hey, Ordinatus, neat. Look at this.
Neat.
So do I roll a
Oh,
1d100?
So roll 3d5, and then you roll that many d100s. 4.
Why?
Am I supposed to do the same?
You can fate it. You can
Yes.
fate it.
You,
Fate it. Do it.
You can fate one of the d5s.
I like this result.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yes. Roll again. Roll again, Dusky. Fate it. You have 2 fate points. Come on.
Oh.
Well,
So
you go one more.
You're both rolling 8.
Hello.
Okay. Okay.
So we both get an 8.
Yeah. So you want to do these one at a time. So pick who's want to go first. You roll 8 d100s, and then we find out what the
I'm going
result
first.
is.
Ladies first.
You're very polite.
You can always just you can always just roll 5 d100s.
I will not throw
At
my
the same
pencil
time.
this time. I promise.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, well, oh, that's
Okay.
pretty shit. That's pretty shit. Not gonna lie.
Is it?
I know
mean-
most of those are below 50.
Oh! No, it's better if it's higher.
Oh
Why?
boy. Okay.
Table loot.
Oh, okay,
Well,
so
one
we're
of them
not
is
just gonna roll a D100.
no.
correct?
Hang on,
No,
hang on, just 2 seconds while I just get this up. So,
let's just.
Dusky, is there any of those you want to add together or take away? So you can take any 2 numbers, add them together to get a higher number, or take a number and take it away from another number.
You can check
Wait,
across
what?
the table.
So
You
you
can
want to take
add-
the
You
go
can
ahead.
add any 2 numbers or divide. Well, not divide. Fuck.
Sub-
What is it called?
subtract.
Subtract. Yeah, subtract any of the 2 numbers between them. Each of the numbers, so each of the D100 rolls, corresponds with an item you get in the random issue gear list that I put in Wi-Fi's Whispers. Usually, the higher the better,
Uh-huh.
but that's not always the case. You can go for certain ones, as you see, like. For instance, if you were to combine 55 and 10, you would get 65. And between 61 and 65 is a case of 4 graph shoots, for instance.
Yeah, at 91 and 95 you get 24 demo charges, which would be very in character and very lovely for you.
Yes, in 121 plus, you get any one item of the player's choice of extremely rare availability, but you can't get that high, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could if you. Okay, yeah. You have to give up the 72 and 55, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she got a 72 and a 50. Well, yeah, she could. Well, then.
Let me just make note of this real quick. So that is there anything you want to add together, or
Uh,
I mean, if
I'm
they
bad at
usually
math.
do it-
you can use that? You can actually use the dice roller. So if you do slash.
I know. I'm just like, I can make an 80. What does an 80 make?
I can check for you since I have it open. And inside of an. Oh, yes, it's the wooden crate. It's the Inquisitorial wooden crate. Don't do that for Jenny's fucking sake, please.
There's already a 72 there, which is a fucking another folder.
Oh, yeah! Single-handedly bankrupting the Inquisition's data department.
I'll not lie. You can do those if you want. I have my discretion of how it's done. So
Just,
also you still have to get the fucking box open.
yeah, that's true. Well, you can always just go for the high roll and combine 55 and 72 to get 127. which would mean any item of the player's choice up to extremely
What if I
rare
put the
weapon.
72 and the 12 together?
That would
That
get
gives
you
you-
84, so that's a case containing a single heavy weapon of the Game Master's choice and 6 standard magazines, missile shells of ammunition for it.
Oh wait, no,
You get a
the
rocket
72 and the
launcher.
15.
72
Uh,
and 15.
That would
That's
be just
87.
above 2
Uh,
suits of Stormtrooper Carapace.
Yeah, Stormtrooper Carapace armor, which is pretty
Let's
decent
do
armor.
that.
Okay, so
Alright.
you're getting rid of the...
How many Stormtrooper
The
Carapace armors
72 and
do
the
we have?
15.
4. We have 4.
So 25 is some servitor parts.
Servitor parts. Then
Can you-
she had.
Are you gonna be writing all this down?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
writing it down on a piece of paper
Okay,
before
okay,
I
thank God.
post all this. Don't worry. So
Bye-bye.
55, 50 rations.
More rations.
29 is 10 entrenching tools.
Again?
Yep. You actually have
More
20
tools.
tools now.
A case of Oh god.
So the 15 and 72 are gone, so the 17 there is...
A case of 20 magazines of ammunition for a special weapon that neither the squad nor the regiment normally fields. And because, fuck you, the 10 is a 200-liter drum filled with a concentrated
fuck's
acid.
sake, acid.
So we have 600 liters of concentrated acid now.
Oh...
Do we have
You know, I do have a shovel. If I were to hit it in just the right way, I can send it flying, and it can hit the enemy.
Oh.
200 liters?
Well, I mean, if you make them smaller.
Well, yes, Eris already made some into grenades.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She has the chemist skill, so if you want, she can transmute it for you. It can be used on a lot of things.
Good point. Is Eris even here? Just be very quiet.
I'm not sure.
Presumably.
Presumably she is. She has a sore throat today.
Yeah. Let me see.
Uh,
Okay. So, and then the 2 storm carapace.
Yeah, so you got Stormtrooper Carapace off the fucking bat.
Okay.
We now have 4 Stormtrooper Carapace armors.
And Malk, if you want to roll 8 D100s. Same with yourself, you can add and
See.
subtract.
Starting with those. Oh my.
Oh, well, damn. Oh,
God
Doug's
fucking
damn. Well,
Wow.
one of those is another folder, by the way.
Yep.
2 of those is another folder.
Oh, yeah, 2 of those is another folder.
Oh, you don't want to add them together, do you?
Yeah, if I add those 2 together, I would get the supreme uber loot of everything that could be good.
Yeah, extremely rare availability to it, so.
But I don't think I.
But it says I get 2 suits of carapace
Yes.
armor.
Yes, you get 2. You can give 1 to another person of your choosing.
I give it to the priest.
One of the regular priest or a tech priest?
No, the priest who keeps on petting me.
Wi-Fi, your petting worked. You made a friend.
Well then, Fleshy now has a suit of Stormtrooper Carapace armor. Holy shit. Yeah, I have a pet. Oh no.
I think the worst part is he isn't the most armored priest in the Imperium.
Yeah, that's true.
Not yet.
That's
It
far
happens,
from it.
trust me.
Terminator chaplains are a thing, for fuck's sake.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
There.
That's all.
Oh boy. Here.
I love how one of the highest grade things is just a bunch of cigarettes.
Yes. To do. That's probably
Those
your
are-
best bet to start in the black market economy is using low sticks.
Those are insanely valued even today in the military.
There is a
so-
black market for cigarettes in Norway, by the
Yeah.
way.
There's a black market for cigarettes everywhere in the world.
I find it so fucking hilarious.
Literally, the IRA and the UDA both funded themselves by selling illegal cigarettes.
I mean,
Amazing.
New Zealand is about to
Alright,
ban
let me
cigarettes for
let me quickly
anyone
get up
born.
the
So
only Word doc. I need to check the heavy weapons.
Hey, Showtime.
yeah.
Did you know my mom tried to get me to smoke try to get me to smoke cigarettes during the New Year?
You fucking what? Why?
Why?
Yeah, it was a few years ago. Oh, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin, we were celebrating New Year's together. Cigarettes came out. My mom was drunk. She was trying to say, Miranda, smoke the cigarette. I'm like, no, I don't want to.
So
My
I'm
aunt
gonna
was
say-
saying, "Oh my God, stop being a pussy. Just smoke the cigarette." No, I don't want to. My cousin fucking takes a long ass drag, and like she's been smoking for years, and she's like, "Oh my God, just smoke the cigarette." I don't want to smoke the cigarette.
Yeah, cancer.
I had 3 drunk ladies trying to get me to smoke cigarettes.
So back to the point. Damn it, Mel. Are you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just
I'm
talking
deciding
cigarettes
some
reminded me of that
things.
stupid story.
No problem. It's fucking fantastic.
It's a random heavy weapon, right? It's not something
Yeah.
you get to choose.
It's not
Ah,
something you get to choose.
Yeah, it's great game master.
Ah,
choice.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Ah, Ham's here.
Hey,
Hey, Ham. We have 200 liters more of acid.
yes.
Also, the Psycho Krieger and the Priest now have carapace armor.
Because reasons.
Oh, god damn it.
Kill you. Kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you.
Ham, are you speaking at the moment, or?
Oh.
His mic is activated, but that's about it.
Oh.
Alright, so squad pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got a lot of routine servitor maintenance kits, though.
Well, the servitors will
You
be
know-
up.
Oh, yeah, you know, you add them together, that's why.
You know,
Yeah, but-
making servitors is actually something that you would do with a high enough medicine because it would just be making lobotomized servants. And since I have a high medicine and we have all these parts, I could make us servitors.
You mean you also need tech use? A lot of tech use.
We can work together.
Yes, we are. Don't worry about that. I already have a man lined up.
I love just how much of a psychopath you sound like sometimes, Tusky.
God.
Let's Dusky
Alright.
Hey,
continue.
these games allow me to be a psychopath for a little while.
Grab shoots, wonderful.
So Mal,
All right.
are you?
I need to
adding or
merge
subtracting anything, or-
something. Let's see.
You don't
I'm
need to
gonna
merge
merge.
anything.
No, I want to.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Air is suspecting to medicate, and God help us all.
And
So now
tech
we have-
use.
Yeah.
Need to have tech use if we want to set demolition charges, after all.
You have as good of a tech use as I do. How the fuck? How? You have more tech use than a fucking tech priest. God damn it. You do. I'm not even joking. You do. I only have 48 tech use and intermediate knowledge.
Amazing.
Yeah, you are looking at me. Yeah, you see? You have more tech use than the tech priest. I don't know, I guess me staring at the fucking floor because I rolled awareness so low dimmed my fucking tech knowledge.
Oh, this is fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, your int is 30. Yeah, my int is 38. I do not know why my int is 38. I rolled badly in that department.
You know what? I don't want to have more high command only shit, so I'm just gonna merge both of the 73s and get that one item of player choice of extremely rare accessibility.
Okay. Alright.
Yep. I will now begin looking for what that one item will be. We can start anyway.
I do not know, Eris. Look, I don't know why mine didn't go up, by the way.
Oh, because your death roller you started with a slight deficit.
Yeah, but I started with 38.
But you put like a 42 or something into that, I believe. or 41
You
or
get-
something.
Yeah, I do have a combi tool. Wait, I have a combi tool. I also have a data slate. I also have utility mechadendrites, and I have sacred dungeons.
So
I also have a servo arm.
That is more servitor
Which
equipment.
page
I'm
is the
trying to put-
equipment again?
Hmm?
Which page is
I'm
equipment again?
trying to put. I'm trying to put in the values for the carapace armor, and what are they?
So all equipment starts.
Just
at
look
like
at my sheet. I have it
77?
equipped.
I think you should have light carapace armor. Oh no, you're a stormtrooper, so yeah, you do actually have it.
Yep.
It should be like 6, I believe, 5 or 6. All over.
Okay, so wait, is it the top number or the bottom number?
Hang on, let me double check. I can't remember. It is the top number. Top number is the one you adjust. The bottom one already takes into account your
Okie dokie.
toughness.
Oh,
So Malk, you have servitor parts. Oh god damn it! I keep closing that. Servitor parts. You're swapping that. 2085 is a single heavy weapon. Yada yada yada. Uh, 23. More
trying to find
servitor parts.
I'm trying to find the fucking level up sheet. God damn it.
That's towards the. Hang on, I actually think I have that one right here. Page 104.
Page 104 in the core rulebook, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Weapons and equipment start at page 168 and then carry on to 177 and everything else after that. Like armor itself. Yeah, armor is on page 195. Stormtrooper carapace has all locations covered in 6 AP.
Alright, I need to. Oh, for fuck's sake. I need matching aptitudes to. I need 500 XP. Fuck. Well then, the trained is
For-
not for trained tech use. I have 2 matching
not-
aptitude.
Wait, what?
I do not have trained tech use. I only have intermediate tech use. And I need 500 XP to level it up further.
I am mixing my results up. I am. Okay, so 85 is done, 23 is done, 64. Grab shoots. Nice. Oh. Hello?
So just retraining.
14. Clothing. How many survival suits have you got in total now?
You mean armor carapaces?
No, survival suits.
I do not know what the survival suit is.
each kit. Oh yeah, oh god, I have
You have
I have
40 of
40.
them.
I got 40 of them.
What the fuck is it? Oh wait, it's a winter survival suit.
A case of
Yeah.
20 suits of survival clothing appropriate to a climate that is not present within their
I
field
think
of
you have
operations.
80. I think you actually
Yeah,
have
we have
of
80
them.
now. We have 80 of them now.
Along
Along with a lot of finely tailored dress uniform size for Ogrins. We have quite a lot of those.
There isn't all. Oh. Okay.
So,
To my black market store. I do not think you can carry this much shit, Eris.
it didn't stop Wi-Fi last time. Trust me.
How are you gonna carry 80 fucking winter survival clothes on a desert world?
Carefully.
So, there isn't that much extremely rare equipment out there, apparently. So, is it
Any-
okay if I pick
anything
something
at all,
of slightly lower
extremely rare or lower. Yeah,
grade? Okay.
it's your choice. So long as it makes sense, because you can actually get weapons if you
Power
want.
armor. And
Well,
power
you
armor.
can't get. No, you can't get power armor.
You can't use
Showtime
it.
possibly can, but Even then,
I'm-
yeah, you can't get power armor because it doesn't make sense for it to be on a fucking.
I could have gotten an Omnisci axe by
It
the
doesn't. Well, you say it doesn't make sense, but there was an Ordinatus present upon this world.
Not at your level, it doesn't make sense.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Well, I'm happy now that I didn't fuck up by just merging two numbers because I like the number of a.
Oh boy, where the hell's the graph shoots? Alright. Okay.
Yeah, you could have gotten an Omnisci axe. God. You could have gotten a power mold though. That would have been very nice.
Not a melee character though.
Oh, you're not a melee character?
I'm kind of the opposite.
Well, then that's just take a bow or a flintlock musket.
Yes, get the flintlock pistol. It's one of the best weapons in the game, I promise.
Yeah, I promise. Just take. Are you into heavier weapons or are you into more precise weapons?
I am thinking maybe either a long lass or a sniper rifle at the moment. So yes,
We have a
precision is
fuck
key.
ton of we have a fuck ton of last packs. So
A long lass is slightly different, but yes, that would be preferable for it because it also gets felling 4, which I don't know what means, but it sounds important.
Means it ignores the unnatural toughness of a creature. So, orcs tend to have like unnatural toughness 3 or 4 depending on their size, and you basically ignore that for the purposes of armor penetration.
of course we can also get the Vanquisher battle cannon.
No, you're not a fucking armored regiment. Even though you somehow have
I mean, I could also have gotten a man-portable lass cannon, but I won't.
That you probably could get, to be quite honest with you.
Oh no, it's well within the.
You get a
Oh,
vengeance launcher.
Yes,
Is that actually in Only War? Is
Yeah.
that in
No.
this edition of Only?
I
No?
wish.
That would have been funny. Yeah. My dog just is begging for attention today. Come here, you little
Frank.
shit. Come here. You are you.
Remind me to tell you the shenanigans my dog got up to earlier. But okay, not as drastic as I thought it would be. We were both very kind and decided not to include more folders and stuff.
And boxes.
Part of me is disappointed, but oh well.
Oh, really? You are. I shall remember this in the future.
Oh. So from what I recall, you opened 1 or 2 of the boxes?
We opened 2 of the boxes, yeah.
2 boxes. You looked at 1 data slate. You didn't look at the other data slate. You have 2 fragments of. Oh fuck's sake!
We rolled for insanity, I think.
Yes, you did have to roll for insanity after learning that information. Oh yes, so Dusky you would have to roll for insanity as well. I believe it's what?
Gotcha.
What was it?
I roll a 1d100.
No, you don't need to roll. Oh boy, no. Hang on. I think it's like 1d.
I love our mentally stable party.
That's asking for too much.
Is asking for a mentally stable party too much? Yes, absolutely.
1d5. So roll 1d5 and add that much insanity to you. 4.
I got a 5, so not nearly as
You
bad.
should have more though. Hang on.
Yeah, she does have more.
That's under your journal, I believe.
You
Is it
little
journal?
Yeah, it's journal.
Okay.
Dusty,
Yeah,
did
it's
you
the
roll?
bill.
Should I get
Roll your
should I
corruption
get a
as well.
+10 because I'm still suffering from the PTSD from my last campaign?
I think you get +20, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, 24, got it.
How much is 24? I wonder.
Ah. Hey,
I'm settled.
Unsettled. That's kind of
Uh,
low for a fucking Heinkel.
The shackles make her feel
You
better.
see, I don't want to give you too much because insanity and corruption are death spiral mechanics.
Yeah.
The more you get, the harder it gets to, to resist
look.
it.
Look. I'm 24 out of 100. That's 1/4.
I'm already 7 on fucking corruption, so you're immediately tainted.
The shackle makes her feel better.
The shackles make me feel better.
Yes, that is the BDSM inside of Dusky reaching out.
okay. Get it, just real quick. Just how easy would it be for me to acquire a regular sniper rifle?
I mean, on this planet, not too difficult.
Excellent.
There is a
Because
Krieg
there's
regiment,
one
so...
extremely rare item that I found while looking through it, and that's one of the special ammunition types I could get.
Oh.
The amputator shell.
Okay.
Which is an unusual ammunition, which means it could be fired by, well, yeah, a sniper rifle.
Amputator
you can load that
shell.
into a sniper rifle, sure.
Yep.
Okay, sure. If you want to give you that, I'll give you 1d5 magazines of it. So, who just left?
Wi-Fi.
Roll. What?
Ha! 4 magazines
Upgrade
of
is
of amputator shell.
Amputator shells, weapon category, ranged, basic, heavy mounted, pistol, or thrown?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so you get 4 magazines of amputator rounds.
They're energy. How the fuck are you gonna...
They're not.
What?
They're
They are.
explosive micro shrapnel round.
Why the fuck does it say energy class here?
That's very
Damage-
weird because it's
Modifier, energy.
Are you sure it's energy?
amputator shell.
I
Let's
know.
see effects amputator shell adds to. Yeah, it doesn't say anything energy here.
I don't know, I'm looking on 40k RPG tools.
I'm looking in the
don't look
only
at-
War
don't look
4
at that.
rulebook.
Don't look at that. Here, hang on.
Yeah, I
Go
guess it's wrong.
go to. I think it's not some armory.
It's in 193 unusual ammunitions.
Oh
I
wait,
can
no,
also
hang on.
get dum bullets.
Dum.
FX, add 2 to the weapon's damage, use a step revolver. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't even say it. Yeah, it would be fucking weird. Why would it be energy? That's
Hang on.
weird.
I'm gonna get the link again. Why is my phone? Why is it slowing down? What the fuck? Pop. And I introduce to you. Why the fuck? Okay. Bang. So that I'm actually gonna pin it too. That is the armory, and that'll give you access to literally fucking everything.
Where?
It's in
Oh, yeah.
contextual.
Who the fuck
on that.
made... Oh,
It has a Excel. It's basically an Excel sheet of literally everything from all of the books. So Dark Heresy, Only War, Black Crusade, Dark Heresy 2nd edition.
Alright.
So that should help out with getting equipment and stuff if you need be. Because the 40k RPG tools, it's good for a lookup. It's not actually good for getting stats and shit.
yeah, I saw that. When it said energy on fucking...
It's probably a mix-up because E, X, and everything else gets kind of thrown around there for the different damage types. And because E are energy and explosives both begin with E, explosives is usually used with X. So if someone puts an E for explosive,
Yeah, and not EX. Yeah.
yeah. So let me see. That's a little bit horrifying. Just be careful. Please don't delete anything on that fucking thing, because I think you can edit. You had to be able to edit it to actually take a look
If-
around it. So,
You should. I mean, if you give out the link, and that means, and people should either be able to only view it, or leave comments. It all depends on the permissions that you sent.
I can edit it. Fuck.
yeah, no, I think you have to be able to edit it to actually open the different folders that are basically in it. You'll see on the left hand side you can actually open and close the different folders, and if you can't edit it, you can't do anything like that. So, either way. Look for the only war section, and that should give you the most of the good shit. Right.
Bracket 68 for ranged weapons. Traitors. That's range. What?
So. Okay. I can smack you with me sword to calm you down. Oh god, that's right. Okay. Imagine even shit starts. Okay. So, if we are good... Let me just double check. Right. So, when you last left off, you were looking at equipment, you were looking at your undue gains, because you did kind of steal this stuff, basically. And you have been going over some of the data. Those of you that read some of that previous data, do go, well, you all heard it. You basically spoke it aloud, kind of. Just enough for your group to hear. So you all kind of take a little bit of insanity points to that to think of the effects that could have on a population, yada yada yada, the widespread ramifications of those actions, yada yada yada. But there is an additional little pile there that is addressed to another person. You don't really know the name, John, but he appears to be assigned to you, and almost as if by magic, woo! You do actually. The runner returns. He. Oh, no. Ow. Yeah. What the fuck? Where'd my note go? Yes, I do mean note. What the hell was his name? Why the fuck happened my notes? Oh god. So, the runner does return and informs you that there is someone waiting on you as he looks around. He does look for Colt initially, but Colt is taken away for just a moment by one of his squad mates. His comrades. And he looks to the next person. While he is drawn towards the Krieger, he does notice the shackles. He probably takes a step back. He takes a wide step away from Noel, and is kind of looking around. Who does he look to? Oh, that would be the priest, wouldn't it? God damn it, Wi-Fi, you little shit! Get it back here, you fucker. Oh, because it was. Okay. Hey, there we go. So, Wi-Fi. As we kick off, there's been an extra little pile of equipment and everything else left aside. Someone you don't really recognize being labeled on it, and the runner has arrived, coming to inform the team
Wi-Fi
that
said
someone has arrived to meet you and is waiting on you. As he turns to Colt, being basically squad lead, he is informed that Colt can't talk at the moment. So he takes a look around the group. So he sees the Krieger, goes to take a step towards the Krieger before he notices the shackles, and takes another wide step around Noel. As he looks over to Jim and Jill, they're both wearing earmuffs and smashing bricks together in front of each other to see if they work or not. He then just turns his head and spots a priest with a shrug of his shoulders. He approaches and tells you that priest, sorry for bothering you, but there's a John something looking for you. He's one of the new assignments to you. Hagel stays quiet, her eyes following the new person like a predator stalking prey. Under her mask, she licks her lips, shaking slightly on her spot. I will roll awareness. He does not pay attention. He actually accidentally takes a step closer to you. He thinks he's getting too close to Null and takes a step to his left, only to take a step closer to you, Hankel. The so the runner is just kind of the assignment. Yeah, he's one of the what do you call him? He looks over. He does see Millie, and he just tries to mutter, just like, so-called specialists, the other half of the regiment, remember? Either way, there's no one of them waiting for you. Realizing that this really isn't helping the cannibal reputation of the squad. It's not the squad, it's just you.
And me.
And there you go.
Okay, where? What? You have to speak up. The tinnitus is louder than you. So as Fleshy goes, okay, where? Fucking Millie starts yelling, and he looks a little bit okay. He just looks over at Millie and begins mouthing something. He doesn't actually say anything and shaking his hands. And Jim smashes another brick into another brick.
Jim and Jill are truly turning to monkey.
Fleshy gives Tech Priest and Jim a look. So he kind of grabs. He lightly tugs your the cuff of your robe as he motions for you to follow. Mal, did you ever actually get a portrait for your character?
I've been looking, can't find anything on the fly.
Well, for now, we can use this.
Yeah, it'll work. I am a very anonymous snooper.
So he... Oh boy. So, as he brings you out into the hallway, you apologize. He shrugs his shoulders and says, nothing to really worry about, sir. As he brings you out to the hallway, there is... John, would you like to describe yourself?
Well, let's see, there are many words to describe John Mundy. I mean, bit of a thin fella. He does have a bit of a sharp look in his eye, though. Otherwise, he do be trying to be a little bit of a gentleman, just taking off his little cap and greeting the team.
It's only a priest at the moment.
Excuse me. Ut med deg. Ikke noe opptatt. Sorry, siblings.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just greets the priest and says, "Aye. So I've been hearing that your regiment has been, yeah, we have been assigned to. If I can provide some skills. I am adept at long-range combat and prefer to keep at that range. Any objections?" Sorry, I'll check.
Sorry, Null somehow hearing into the other hallway.
Yeah, the almost deaf tech priest hearing into another hallway.
Oh, the runner is kind of standing in the doorway, and he looks over at the tech priest. He shrugs his shoulders. Yes, I am the team. Okay, I will always welcome more to flock. Be wary of the individuals. That is your warning from the priest. That... Oh. So John introduces himself only for the priest to warn you about be wary of the individuals. And as the runner himself just kind of motions you towards the doorway again, you just see a nice little eclectic combination of a tech priest with full Vox grill and no volume setting. Two very broad, muscular people banging bricks in each other's faces with pink earmuffs on. I guess it's just a medic. A medic with a grenade launcher strapped to her back or hip. A Krieger in full, not dress uniform, but full Krieg uniform, standing probably not at attention, but probably ready to pounce again. Am I correct?
Yes, she is ready to punch anyone.
Okay.
But she is also currently being petted by the priest.
Yes, the priest walks back in and immediately comes over and starts petting the fucking Krieger again. You can't help but think, what the hell have I been walked into?
Yeah.
Oh,
he gazes back at this team, a bit more wide-eyed and a little surprised, but he just keeps quiet and finds a better corner that is slightly away from everyone else.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you didn't come in and pet. That's okay. Alright.
Let's see. Also, I opted the
Well, I can't read.
I just took the first good one I found. This should do.
Okay, hang on.
For anyone who looked at the character sheet, they will instantly realize the reference properly now, at least.
There we go. I need a notepad or something to keep track of all my junk. I go hand in that. The quartermaster think we'll take a nap on the Cyclops. Okay, hang on. Where are you? There you go. There you go. Check your character folder.
Honestly though, what an amazing bunch we are.
Very eclectic mix.
Yeah, I like it.
Let me see. So I go hand in at that quartermaster's and then take a nap on the Cyclops. Okay. So you're handing in all the stuff you didn't want to keep then? Millie?
Can do that.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so, you don't even need to go down to the quartermaster's office. You can actually hand just a slip to the runner, and he'll bring it for you. Sure. As the runner kind of pulls out some.
Yeah, Mundy is just nodding at what the priest is telling.
Medic is how I should. A little vengeful one. Hankel wants her stuff back. Her meals, her shovel, her full uniform, severed head.
Her severed head.
Yes. You will see a box that has your usual kit in it, Hankel. That did arrive alongside all of the random looted gear, which, by the way, is in the server. It's under Logistics and Requisitions Squad Pool. You should have all of your stuff in that. Let me see. I know what gifts I'm getting Hankel now. By the way, Millie, do you want him to run it for you, or do you want to go down there yourself? Sure. So he pulls out a little sleeve of papers and lends you his pen. As you're kind of like filling out some of the forms and stuff like that, it's like, oh, yeah, it's probably better you don't really go down there at the moment. Apparently there was some asshole decided to pull a prank or something on the quartermasters, and there's a bunch of commissars down there at the moment.
Jetty, this is the point where I point out that very light taps on the inside of a toilet bulb will cause it to shatter instantly.
Oh, I know. I know.
How do you know?
You don't want to know. So,
but yeah,
yeah. If you pour boiling water down the toilet, it explodes as well. So.
What a marvel of engineering!
Yes.
Truly, you make everything you touch into a bomb. You really are Irish.
So, okay. So, he takes out a sleeve of paper. He hands it over. He lends you like a pen and stuff like that. It's like, oh yeah, it's probably best you don't go down there. They're currently interrogating like everyone that kind of arrives there at the moment, and they're going to be looking at some shit. But there's a bunch of commissars at the moment. Taking a look at the situation, and the quartermaster's not happy. He
not ignoring you, by the way, Flesh. It's just
He does. He does stop and look at the pile of loot you have, and he just kind of thinks to himself, you know, they were saying that some requisition forms went missing, but no. If you did any requisition, it'd be through me, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Eh? He gives Millie a slight pat in the arm, big shit-eating grin on his face. Isn't that right? Pull out 3 spare primers, of course. He just pulls out like 3 copies of the primer. You stuff it into his pocket, and he looks confused for a moment. All right, yeah, okay, sure, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. You need anything else? Just give me a shout. He does. I think I get. Yeah, you do have his comm frequency as well. So are more primers required? And she'll ready 200 more. He looks scared at that.
Oh no!
Oh boy. How would you do those text messages like that, by the way?
/me.
/me.
Ah.
While he does look confused, he quickly looks around and he gives you like a slight motion with his hand to kind of like he does like a downward patting motion with his hand as he looks around, and just giving a quick glance of where he looks, you can actually see that there are other people inside like this barracks. It's spaced out and everything else, but one or two of them have turned their heads to look at you when you said that. Quick, hand out more primers. No.
Can our primers?
Oh no, she makes something like a shirt gun that just launches primers at terrifying speed. Oh boy, okay.
That's a lot of paper cuts.
Alright, so
I call that psychological warfare.
Warby omniscient.
Can I get... Yeah, so the courier finishes up, not the courier, the runner finishes up, and is there anything else you want to give him or ask him or anything else before he just heads off with the slip from Eris?
Can we give him gifts?
You can give him gifts. I'm not stopping you. You can hand him whatever the hell you want to hand him. He's been handed 3 primers, and he just kind of stuffs them into like a rucksack he has.
Oh, just a moment. Just a moment. Let me just go down to my my equipment here. Robert. Oh yeah. Yes. Let me just slash me really quickly.
I forgot that was there. I forgot that was. Oh God, no! I can't. No. Okay.
Holy bugs of.
Okay. He. Oh. Walks over, hands him 4 rations. Here, meatbag. If it shall lubricate the holy cogs of industry, these are usable to you.
It's a bribe, goddammit!
I actually, now that I think about it, I should probably... I'm gonna add
I had 50 of the things, so...
I know, but I'm gonna add a handout. It's gonna be available to everyone. I'm just gonna call it squad loot / inventory. No, screw it. Squad stash. There you go. So you can add whatever the hell you want to that. As he's
where?
Like, it's in the journal, just below tools in the characters tab. So you should see just an orange.
Oh, okay.
Looks like an orange piece of paper that says squad stash on it. Squad loot pile created. Yes. This is for the stuff to share, though, Fleshy. No keeping it all to yourself. So he's a little bit confused at the tech priest, but he does quickly just grab the rations. He just gives you a quaint nod and like stuffs them very quickly into the pack and everything else. As he does look around. All he says out loud is a couple, with a shrug.
Alright, that's confusing. Not gonna lie.
You say that, but it does work like that, doesn't it? It doesn't work like that. Okay. So, if there's nothing else, he will take the stuff he takes the bribes he's been given, and the requisition forms, and he heads off. He heads out. Can Null and Millie roll me a D100 each, please? $50 and a 90. Okay. All right.
How bad is that gonna be for me? Oh,
Nope.
fuck.
Nope, you're all right. So, you become a chaos.
I'm sorry, Jim. Did you mean chaos?
Oh yes, you can't actually say that out loud. If you say it out loud, you become one.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god, that's some old lore. Fucking hell. Null explodes. Yeah, I don't think we talked about that one time. I could have no. Did we talk about that once? Either way, it's like an alligator. Oh boy. So
yes, skippy boop bop.
he wanders off. The courier wanders off. He has a big smile on his face. We did when we were playing. Yeah, true. He's a smile on his face as he leaves. And within 2 hours, he's literally back. He looks a little bit more bedraggled. Like his coat and all is a little bit more stressed. His hat and everything else. And he actually. So a nice little point for yourself, Mal. He does have one of those Aussie Outbacks hats.
Mm-hmm.
Much like yourself, and he does tip it to you as he comes on in, because gotta appreciate the classics. But
tips it back.
he comes back and he has like a thick A5 notepad with like a small selection of pens. He's basically like 3 notepads, 3 pens, and he just hands them over to Millie. He looks a little bit bedrazzled and everything else, but he. You can all make him an awareness test with a +20.
All? Alright.
Yep.
Let's see. Weird. Sheet.
Okay. So, on your sheets, if you look at the core tab, and then click the awareness skill, which should be down towards the...
Do I click on the roll one?
Yep, you click on the black square. And then when it says modifier, press
Oh, I
20.
didn't get that when I clicked it.
Didn't?
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, you pass anyway. As is Jim, and okay.
Oh, yeah, awareness just.
Jim has one point better than the sniper with awareness.
Where's the goddamn awareness again? I keep losing awareness.
It's alphabetical, so it should be like the 3rd result.
Oh yeah. Okay, there's a skill. Yeah. Any bonuses?
+20. Oh wait, no, hang on. Mal, yours without the +20, isn't it? So yeah, never mind.
Huh?
Without
Yeah.
20?
No, I just did it without the +20 by accident.
So with a +20. So +20 awareness, yep.
Fuck it, I'm fate pointing.
See, don't worry about fate point. This is inconsequential. All right, don't.
Okay,
You
whatever.
can fate point if you want, but yeah. So those of you that do, those of you failed, you don't really know as much else about him. His clothes all look a little more distressed and everything else, but yeah. But those of you can kind of see him a little bit better. There's a somewhat fresh cut on his lip from someone like hitting him. Like he's either been punched or struck with some kind of object. Although it's been quickly cleaned up and everything else, and there's the starting of a bruise underneath his eye. He comes back, he hands it over to you, and just kind of quickly like packs his things up. And anything else, you can give me a call. Yeah, don't go to Quartermasters at the moment. And he looks over his shoulder and over at the other like squads and stuff that's inside the barracks and stuff, and just be careful what you're flashing out here. Some of them are a little bit more feral still. Alright? And they kind of not what you're expecting, but he does like walk close to Null, gives him a quick like nudge in the arm, a quick nod, and a cheers, bud, as he walks on. As he leaves, your squad receives a comms. You have 48 hours to prepare for your next assignment, which is your next training assignment. In 48 hours, your transports will be ready to take you to the location, and you are to prepare any and all equipment you need for your next deployment, basically. Nothing extravagant or out of the wild or ordinary. Let me see. Goes test out lasgun. Yeah, you can head to the armory and test out the lasgun. 48 hours is for you to... Basically, this is giving you a little bit of time to either acquire things you haven't got yet that you still might need, or just talk game plans, basically. You do know what your next assignment is, and that is you're going to one of the many little training villages on close to the outskirts.
Oh yes, of course. We need to go collect the guy from for a servitor conversion.
So I'll get to those. So you're going to one of the small border towns that they use as a training facility. There's loads of these across like the city, across the many cities, that are just used to train PDF guardsmen, and they're used as a primary go-between between like the more feral people on the planet and the more quote-unquote civilized people on the planet. You guys, because of your regiment status and everything else, have actually already been inducted into one of the city proper. This is not Mentula Majoris Prime, but it is one of the flanking cities. You're a good couple of days travel away from like any of the major important hubs or anything else, or like the Grand Cathedral and in Mentula Majoris Prime. Oh yeah, no, sorry. For the Carapace armor and stuff like that, they all arrive in boxes as your equipment being delivered, basically. Sorry about that. That was kind of a bit rushed through. I should have explained that a little bit better. Oh god. But so 48 hours buried just then.
What? But the quartermaster doesn't have one anymore.
Giddy, how was the torture? You can actually go and inquire about that. As for mounts, so little bit of lore for you about the world. The mounts are not permitted within the cities, but they are within the little towns. It's date back. It's old tradition. That basically the feral worlders aren't to cross the borders with their mounts and stuff unless it's seen as a declaration of war.
I'm sorry.
But Fleshy, if you want to look into the torture, you still can. The runner had said nothing about it. You haven't seen any officers or anything else. But if you want to give me a, let me see. Let me just get up a blank sheet so I'm aware. If you want to give me a logic or navigate surface test, let me see. Actually, if you just want to find it yourself, it'll have to be a logic or navigate surface test. If you want to go around and ask people, you can. So if you want to go around and ask like the nearest people where like the interrogation facility is, where the if you want to go out and try to find like a sergeant or someone else to look into the details of the torture, or I believe you can get the you can ask. I'll give this as basically a free reminder. The one you know who would have the most amount of information is the quartermaster. But any and all sergeants, or officers you can come across can do. And you're aware. I'll give it to you for free again. You're kind of aware where a lot of the officers and stuff seem to just pop up. Just so happens to be that elevator. Okay. So, Fleshy departs to go find someone to interrogate about interrogations. Null seems to be wanting to tag along. Billy is getting a bit sassy. What about the rest of you? Who is tagging along and who is not? Hagel does not want the priest to be alone. Okay.
He's not alone. He's got a tech priest.
I am resisting making pet jokes. She does not trust Metal Man.
Let's see. Monday.
Gotta sort my stuff. Okay.
Monday would probably go down and try to, acquire a sniper rifle.
Okay, so you want to head off down towards the quartermaster's office. That's all right.
Yeah, he doesn't have any beef with anyone there. He thinks he'll be fine.
Okay, so let me see. All right, they're kind of heading in that direction anyway, so that's not too bad. Well, you get the option. Do you want to go with them into the elevator, or do you want to just take the stairs? It's like 7 or 8 floors, I believe I described it as last time.
If you want to take the stairs, you will be about as slow as the elevator if it stops.
No, you'll be as fast as the you want to take the
It
elevator?
depends.
Slow as the elevator.
All right. Well, you got me, so you can enter the elevator.
Yeah. So the elevator is primarily reserved for like officers, like certain types of personnel, tech priests, and yada yada yada. It's always the rank and file, the grunts and NCOs that have to take the stairs and everything, but they cannot take people with them. So as you board like one of those big fucking freight elevators, it's huge. It is like 30 meters across each.
Mm-hmm. It's the elevators from Space Marine.
Yeah, it's massive, big fucking freight elevators.
Yeah.
So, you board in, you take your little positions and stuff like that. Everyone who's in the elevator, so that is Fleshy, Ham, Showtime, Fleshy, Jim, Null, John, Cameraman is not a person, and Hankel. If you want to all roll me a D100, please.
Here we go.
Nuffles hates me today.
Wow.
77.
Wow. Wow.
Huh.
So,
Wow. Well then.
Oh boy.
As you all stand outside waiting for the elevator, you hear the telltale ding. The doors jutter as they open. The doors judder as they open up, and there is a small amount of people in there. There's nowhere near as many as there was last time, but there's probably only about 7 or 8 people in there, compared to last time where there was about 30 odd. However, at least 4 of these people strike you as standout. Well, all of them kind of do. So of the 7 people there are 3 stormtroopers, 2 commissars, and 2 Minotaurum officers.
Oh, I think I know what
the commissars immediately begin to approach the guardsmen. Like, but before you move or anything else, Fleshy. So, they immediately begin approaching the guardsmen and stuff, and they're about to start bellowing orders and stuff like that before they spot the tech priest and the tech priest, the priest. So they kind of back off a little bit. They ask, "Where are you going?" and everything else quickly. They kind of being very sharp with you. They don't. As you put the earmuffs away, or as you put the earmuffs back on, sorry. One of the commissars looks a little bit offended, or not offended, but he gives you a bit of a sideline glance, and he's about to kind of say something before one of the Minotaurum officers kind of grab his coat and pull him back into a conversation they were having.
Can I just interrupt so they suddenly know like that?
Yeah, Money
Okay.
all the time was just standing
to
properly.
investigate our results of our combat before. Okay, they
From
look a little
before.
bit quizzical. Fleshy, as you kind of... Do you still want to approach the highest ranking person there? Be one of the commissars. Ah, okay.
Elevator music.
So, Null interrupts the conversation to investigate our combat reports. They look a little bit confused as Fleshy approaches them, and do you just ask, like, where's the interrogation cell, or what would you ask? Oh, hang on. Let me see. Will this come through? It will. Okay, there we go. The elevator music is now playing on the recording. Stop that. Okay. Dope. Hello, gentlemen. I have business in interrogation area. Where is it?
Show me the way.
Okay.
These are commissars. What is the way?
Oh my god.
Do you know
okay.
the way?
Do you know the way?
One of them looks like... so... fucking tongue clicks. One looks like over at you, like, what? Wait, what? You have business in the interrogation? And the other guy just kind of turns around. Suddenly he has this big beaming face that goes, "Ah, yes, don't worry, I'll show you. Come on ahead. I'm actually going that way. I'm actually going that way myself." And he presses the button on the elevator for you.
Yeah, dude, that's 9100.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
fucking hilarious.
He just kind of like he looks over at the tech priest and stuff and says, "Well, does this have any correlation to your combat results? Then is this the fruits of the labor and such?"
I love how friendly he became.
What is the way? Indeed, servitor conversion is on track for the prisoner. Let me just roll something real quick. Okay. Ah, good, thank you. May I know your name? As he's informed about the servitor conversion, he lets back. He just leans back and goes, "Ah, yes, glorious. At least in one way. At least these scum of the earth, these curs upon the Imperium, will actually serve them in some way, bright and proper. That's what I love about you, men of Mars. And sorry, no, I misread your robes. You're of metallic, aren't you? Ah, yes. Sorry, my good priest. I am a commissar. Oh, hang on, what is his name? Jacobs.
For a second,
And
I thought you.
I am. He has a big smile on his face as he says, "I'm currently in a little bit of a investigation at the moment, but I believe we've already found one of the men responsible for some issues. So maybe we could help each other out if you're already going down to interrogation after all. Like, you say you have business there? Like, what? Besides the prisoner, is there anything else about suspicion of the big
Inquisition.
Oh, okay. That's debated. There's always so there are ways to use a lasso. As you say that, like that's to be debated. There's many ways to use a lost soul. He shrugs and yeah, there are many ways. There is the penal. There are the penal regiments, the penal colonies, the many workforces and everything else. The servitization. One of my favorites was. Have you ever heard of the breaking wheel? Sends a good message. he kind of has a bit of a chuckle as he sees Jim take off the earmuffs and put them back on. He goes, good. A right and proper guardsman who knows he shouldn't be listening to his betters. Excellent. He kind of looks over. He probably just I'm trying to think. Because if if Colt was there, he would know Colt being the team sergeant. So he'd probably like look at Fleshy or John. No, hang on. Because Hankel does stand out. Maybe he looks over towards Hankel and such. It's like I hope he does remove them for when operations are happening, of course. Hankel can make him talk.
I even have the perfect song to play while she gets this guy to talk.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
There it is.
Yes.
Stuck in the middle.
Yes, but perhaps a treadmill for extra electricity from the Imperium. Then message. But there's not an.
Good. People actually get the reference.
Here we are.
Indeed, however, I promised the traitor servitor conversion. Has he spoken? If so, I shall wipe his memory. If not, less space for me to use, more cognizance for him. Ooh.
Fully cognizant servitors are fun.
His demeanor kind of changed a little bit. He was a little bit more. So it's that prisoner you're talking of. I see. Are you one of the trainees, then? You can't speak in character, you know. You don't have to just keep typing like that.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone.
We are the trainees for the torture.
By the Omnissiah, if you mean that I have blown off a man's head with a combat shotgun who was a traitor, then yes.
He looks a little surprised. First he tells you, or first he hears that you are, torturer trainees, and then you blew someone's head off with a shotgun. He just kind of like, was he the correct target?
Yes.
Then all's well.
I can make him talk. Just give me a ball of nails a hammer, and a knife.
Oh. Bit.
I shall guarantee you some monoclepto servitor. Will be most useful.
He's kind of looking at Hankel at the moment, and he says, "It's a bit. Okay, well, I'll see how you get on."
Austere.
You've probably passed another couple of floors at this point. You've probably actually went through at least 3 or 4 floors. You've stopped at least once, but when the doors open, the 1 or 2 people looking to get in just say they'll take the next one and just carry on down. When you get to floor, you're getting basically. You basically get to the ground floor, and it stops. Maybe you start to move to get off before Jacobs kind of stops. She says, "Oh no, hang on, we have one more to go," and he motions to his compatriots, and I will see to you all later. They give him a nod. They give. Well, no. The Commissar gives him a nod. The Minotaurum officers salute, as do the stormtroopers as they depart. And he looks over to you, and he sees like the rest of the people looking to get on, and immediately kind of go, no, maybe next time. As the door closes again, so it's just your team and this one Commissar. As he has again big beaming face, he presses the button again, and now we enter my favorite section. Heads down 1 more floor. As the opens up into basically not the undercroft, but the operations rooms, and he guides you through a collection of the first kind of real area would all be office work, not really office, but like a mixture of miniature storage and some of the paper base, so just where a lot of paperwork and stuff is being done. He guides you on through there, through that, down into kind of a dingy little tunnel. It's like, we take the service route rather than walking along outside, and these tunnels are great for getting around, especially to the different principality buildings, and also scares the living shit out of any and all guardsmen, which is hilarious. As he carries on down the hallway, you're probably walking for another half hour or so.
Getty, just a quick question. Where
Yep.
can Mundy just get off to go do the requisition?
Good point. Sorry. One of those stops where they should have been jumping. Where the other ones try to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Sorry, I just need to check my pup real quick.
That's fine.
He's okay. Oh, alright. So, one of the stops that some of the ones were trying to get on, and then they turn themselves away. You'd be informed that that's where the armory is. So,
Yeah.
you can get off and you start making your way towards the armory.
Yeah, you guys can just continue for. We can pick up on mine later. It's just a
No,
requisition.
hang on. I think you're one.
No.
Well, you're going to be walking for a little while in the service tunnels anyway with Jacobs. So while you guys are walking away with Jacobs, John, you are arriving at the armory, and you're getting a good little view as you kind of walk into the first door. It's a small like waiting area. There's a bunch of chairs and the little area for lines and stuff to be formed, but there's not many people there at the moment. There is a couple of guardsmen, most of which are looking to be of the lower ranks and everything else. A lot of them kind of being the feral warlords in comparison to your specialist stormtroopers. But there is a small group of officers there, mainly quartermastery officers, Munitorum officers, and 2 commissars. As you walk in, one of the commissars turns around, points, and he goes, "You! Stand over there!"
Monday is initially a little surprised by this, but does nod and complies.
So
Yeah.
he gets you to stand over. Oh, hang on. Gets you to stand over to one side. He immediately comes over, begins barking a couple of. Oh, don't worry, Fleshy. This is happening while you guys are still walking with Jacobs. So don't worry about too much just yet.
We're on another floor.
Yeah.
So,
Party split.
John, he comes over, immediately starts barking at you. He's about to kind of like. He goes, name, regiment, number, barks off the standard things for you to identify yourself with. So name, name, rank, regiment, number. No. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Come on, go.
Yeah. Monday lists off the name and number and etc. And states plainly, here to request a requisition.
Hey! Stop that. Hang on, just 2 seconds.
No worries.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh no! While you were gone, Heinkel has broken from containment.
Not broken. She just asked him, hey, come on. Please.
Containment
boy.
breach.
Please.
As you said, that you're just here for requisitions. He's about to bark something else until he realizes that no, you're the wrong regiment. No. Never mind. He requests your paperwork. Basically, he holds it in his hand and fetch me your paperwork. I'll get your equipment.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Monday does produce the paperwork and presents it to the commissar.
Okay. Jim sweats. Hang on. I don't think sniper rifles were part of the standard issue kit.
They are not, which is why.
Yeah, so.
Acquisition.
Let me just double check. I believe.
Heinkel needs to roll for insanity.
Long lads gets a plus 20. Okay.
Don't
For
you
regular
love
sniper rifle,
scares?
aren't you?
Yeah, both are of scare school.
Yeah.
Don't you need to roll for if you're gonna go nuts, Dusky?
Hang on.
Yeah. But I will wait until it's my turn.
Yes.
So you do need to give me a D100 roll. A 40 or less will get you the sniper rifle now.
Alright. Godspeed. Fuck.
You can fade
So-
it if you want.
Yeah, you can use a fail.
I-
So
Alright, how many did I have?
You have 2.
Oh, yes, I do. Probably, yes. No, I actually have 1.
Oh yeah, you faded your D100.
Yeah. I just have one in general.
Yeah, I think you just didn't roll too well for that.
Yeah, I didn't roll well on that. All right, I'll try once more. Fuck.
Well, Nuffles
So-
hates you too.
You are informed by the commissar that unfortunately, receiving this item at this current moment in time is not quite. It's not that it's not possible, but it's not.
Oh,
uh,
wait. Long last get a 20 plus rec because it's our favorite weapon. What?
Yeah.
Really?
So if you were to requisition if you were to requisition a long las instead, you would get a plus
Well,
20 to
fuck,
it.
I'm doing
So
that
it'd be a-
then.
So you can roll. You can put down another form, which is another D100, which is a 60.
Yeah. Difficulty 60.
60 or less.
60 or
He does again
Oh.
state that unfortunately at this current moment in time, resources have been diverted away or currently locked under evidence at this current moment in time, and
He nods. Understandable. And begins and just thanks for services and leaves. Polite fellow.
so
you know?
he does. As you thank him, he does ask, "Is there anything else? If not, you're dismissed."
No, there is.
There is.
No, there is nothing else.
Oh, okay. So he says you're dismissed and turns back around to deal with the other little guardsman there. You can give me an awareness test if you like with a plus 20.
Well, that I will. Just give me a second. It's so weird that I couldn't set the number for that roll, though. I did try that.
Hmm.
Let's see, poor. Nah, yeah, just roll it. I got a 25 on that anyway, so that's how many degrees of success would a 5 be in that case, since it's a plus 20?
Plus 1 for success itself. So yeah, so you get you see enough as they are as they're all lined up. Quite a few of them have already received beatings. Quite a few of them have been, looks like, burnt, battered, and one of which has quite a badly bruised face. One of the guys that's sitting on the chairs, you realize, isn't just sitting because he was ordered to. He's literally unconscious on the chair, as these commissars are just kind of going between them all, still bellowing stuff at them, while the quartermaster, Stuart, looks on, and he's kind of totting and he's muttering stuff under his breath you can't quite hear. But if you are done, you can return to the. You could return to the quarters, or you can try and find the others.
Well, return to quarters. There's no business going into interrogation. It's not exactly a polite thing to do. Much more polite to put a bullet through their skull.
Okay. So, you depart, and we pick back up with the others, who arrive through the service halls to a small, kind of underground facility. There's no direct access to this. Well, there is one direct access to the service, but it immediately is just all kind of miniature bunker complex, and it is a. It's the equivalent of like the Oh, pardon me. It's the equivalent of like the not the regimental jail, but like the service jail. So the prison for servicemen and women, which is quite tough because it's run by at least 3 or 4 commissars each. So as you arrive, there are a couple of little jail cells and stuff. There are some people there for breaking different rules. There are people there for fighting amongst themselves, excessive drinking and stuff, getting caught gambling, trading pieces of equipment and such, yada yada yada. And he brings you down further into one of the. He brings you down at least 2 more floors before he gets to. Yeah, you're definitely sure this is the interrogation room because you're starting to hear some screaming every so often, especially from some of the armored doorways. As he brings you to the door, he's using his own clearance to kind of get you guys through it as best as possible. You okay, Bob? Oh, you're alright. So you stand at the top of a hallway, essentially. He hands you a small clipboard and asks you to basically. He hands it around to all of you, asking to sign your names. You can see that this is more or less a. I wouldn't say visitor's plaque, but it's specifically for those who were brought to their interrogation to talk with people. So long as there's no complaints, you're alright, Big Pup. You're okay. You're alright. So there's no complaints. You sign just as. Yep. Okay. So, he acquires one of the. If you're all signing, that's fine. If he acquires one of the local staff, brings him over, and presents them in front of you guys. So, you may ask him anything. I'm going to return to my office for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. My colleague here will help you with as best he can, within reason, of course. Happy enough? And he spins on his heels and walks off towards some of the armored doors. The short-looking lad in blackened armor. So, what can I help you with then? The Commissar brought you here. He's our guests, so. Is there anyone you're looking for in particular?
Or? We come for the traitor captured and wounded in the rebellion raid.
Ah, alright, which one?
The one that was promised to me for servitor conversion.
He kind of picks up his own little clipboard and be a bit more specific than that, mate. There's been a couple of raids and all. Basic training, showing and torture.
Maybe you can tell him, and it's the one that was fed the brain of someone.
I did not think they'll narrow it down too much. But
he looks a little confused at that. But when you mention basic training and stuff, he's like, "Oh, you're one of the training." Ah, yeah, I get you. Hang on, let me see. He pulls his. There, he begins flipping through the clipboard again. As you mentioned that he was threatened before in prison. Ah, yeah, I remember the guy. He's let me see. He's over here, I think. He looks a little confused, and he should still be here, right? Yeah. He walks over towards the door and gets his key out. He's still kind of looking over his clipboard a wee bit before he unlocks the door and lets you open it. And he's just, hang on a second, I can't. Yeah, but work away there. I gotta find something real quick. should have asked to.
Oh yeah, don't I have to roll for insanity too?
Yes. You said so earlier.
What would have triggered the insanity?
Unshackling.
The shackles were taken off.
Oh. Well, you're in a calm mental state. You don't need to worry about it just yet, do you?
That is fair.
Well, I can roll insanity when I'm torturing this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds even more spicy.
So, should have asked, how many can we keep? So, he just kind of like leaves you to one side as he kind of continues with the clipboard. The door's unlocked. Do you push it open? Prepares the bonk chain for Michael. Okay.
The boink chain.
Yeah, she does not have blockchain. She has bonk chain.
Does he just wants to murder a motherfucker? So you open up.
He still needs to give information, correct?
Yeah, still gotta get the info.
Oh, he hasn't spoken yet.
All right.
Wonderful.
You push the door
All right.
open.
So what I need is nails, a hammer, a knife. I need Null in there, and he needs a cowbell.
What?
My waist will be the cowbell.
No. You need the cowbell and your voice.
All right then. Someone get me a cowbell, maybe.
The attendant kind of looks at you like, I'll see what I can get. Yeah, all right. He give me a moment or two as he wanders off down towards what looks like one of the storage bays. Fleshy just kind of turns around and taps you both in the back of the head, kind of a quick pap. So you open up the door to the cell itself, and it's a small stone building, or stone room. Inside, not much in the way of light. There's a slight dim flashing bulb in the roof, intentionally flashing, only gives off light every so often. And in the corner you see a guy curled up in a ball, kind of propped up against the wall. Hello there, do you remember us? The man does not respond. Good day, I've come for your servitor conversion. Roll fellowship. You can roll fellowship if you like, unless you talk. The man has not responded at all. You guys have it's part of your standard kit, isn't it? The contacts, photo contacts, right? Or at least some of you have photo contacts, I can't remember. That's a good sign. Let's check your equipment, see if you have a set of photo contacts.
I have them built in, so.
You haven't built in, okay. So,
First.
okay, only Null can really do this. So you can give me an awareness plus 20. The rest of you will have to give me a awareness with a minus 10.
Alright, shit. I'll fail horribly. Nuffles hates me. Nuffles does hate me.
No, you're too distracted with thinking about how you're going to convert this guy into a servitor. You're just salivating, like mechanically salivating over the fact that this guy is gonna get he's gonna chop his arm off, his dick off, the leg off, the foot off, just the foot. No, nothing else. No, actually, shin as well. You're just kind of muttering to yourself and twisting the hands. Okay, Hankel to the rescue. Hankel, as the rest of them are kind of looking. As the rest of them are kind of looking a little bit confused, like why this guy's not responding, you're kind of noticing the trace hint that there's something wrong with his face. Maybe you tilt the head up slightly, and
I'm gonna go straight up to him, grab him by the chin, and just force him to look at me.
as you
Come now, look at me, look at me.
there is no resistance as you force the head up, and his mouth and throat has appeared to be partially dissolved away. Almost as if someone has force-fed him some form of acidic substance.
Aww, I think he's dead.
He's pretty fucking dead.
But this is no fun. I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and shake him towards everyone. Look, he's dead. Look, why did I come here if he was going to be dead? Who was the last person to come in here? She is playing with the body at this point.
the body's been just kind of flopping around. It's it's kind of flopping around. There's no real shake or give or anything to it. It's just kind of it's almost like just a ragdoll as you're just kind of shaking him. Hank will check his teeth for strange holes. Fleshy begins moving towards
all right, I'm doing that. I'm gonna open up his mouth and I'm gonna kind of dig around to it. I'm gonna look, see what's going on in there. Can I roll Medicaid for that?
Yes, you can. What have you got on you that would help with Medicaid equipment-wise?
Well, a knife is pretty versatile, you know.
A knife is pretty versatile, I'll give you that.
Tell me what I know.
Okay, so you force open the mouth. You begin looking around. There's not much in the way of teeth or even a jaw, really, in the lower part of his body. Top half of the head, there is a little bit more substance there, but there are cuts and bruises already on there from repeated impacts. Someone has been the mouth opened, slammed into things. His teeth and stuff have begin to shatter as the head has been forced into different objects, the mouth's been opened, and then the teeth itself forced into other objects. Someone's basically got him to open his mouth, shoved it onto a table edge, and just smashed the top of his head down.
And you said he was also force-fed something acidic?
Yes, the bottom half is completely kind of started to not completely. There's a lot of acidic damage to his lower jaw, as well as down his throat. And as you can see him a bit clearer now in the light, there is discoloration going down his throat and down in towards the chest area. So just where the throat would be on the neck, you see there's more discoloration there. And as it gets to the actual chest itself, it kind of splits off because it's not as close to the surface anymore. There's no way.
I'm gonna do an impromptu.
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna do an impromptu autopsy. So I'm gonna start cutting them apart.
Sure. Give me.
While I'm gonna hum happily as I do this.
Let me see. That would be Medicaid. Give me another. Give me a Medicaid. You have a knife. What other pieces of equipment have you got? Is there anything in there other than just a knife?
Well, I do have a. Hold on, let me look up. I do have a basic set of Medicaid tools.
Yeah, you'll be able to use that. Yeah, okay. So you can withdraw like at least a simple scalpel and everything else. Jim and Jill use their bulky bodies to hide the uncouth practices. So Hankel, you're beginning your basically
Null
autopsy.
stops when he notices what's happening, lets out a metallic sigh, and helps stand by Jim and Jill.
Okay. So as you are beginning the autopsy, it will take a little moment or two. So while you are doing that, we jump over to Fleshy. Fleshy has walked off to find the person in charge. As you're walking down the hallway, the attendant comes back and he's holding like a small, not box, but he's holding like a bowl. He's got some nails in it, another knife, small hammer. It's not quite a cowbell, but it's definitely like some kind of bell. It's like, hey, I've got the stuff you were looking for, and he looks over. He kind of can look past Fleshy and sees like the people just standing in front of the doorway. And it's like, hey, what's going? He's dead? What do you mean he's? Hang on. He just kind of forces. He kind of like shoves the stuff into your hands as he pulls out his clipboard and starts flicking through. It's like, acid? No. What? Why the hell would you use acid? Joy. So, unfortunately, Hankel, you're not going to get that stuff you wanted off the dude. As the tech priest is just the priest has just probably put it into his robes.
Can I cut out his heart and eat it?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
So, he looks confused and he's like, "Hang on, let me see," and he begins walking over towards the over the doorway. Do you do anything? I got him with my bulky form. Okay. So you kind of like stand in front of him for a second, and he like looks confused, like, "Hang on, like, no, I'm sorry, priest, but I do need to check the body. What you're saying shouldn't be correct. He was just interrogated not long ago, and as per the report, he was fine." So he tries to push past you again, and
Can I quickly just say, hey, perhaps it was the interrogator?
he looks confused, like, no. He flicks through, and no, Sergio wouldn't be using acid. Would he use that? No, he wouldn't be using acid. Why the hell would he use acid? The last person to interrogate him was Lieutenant Sergio. Who? Did I just get pinged? I just get pinged. Fuck off. Stop pinging me. Friend, did you leave your position for any reason until the last person to know? Answer very carefully. Hang on, Hankel, you're fucking doing an autopsy at the moment.
She is yelling this out.
He's kind of thinking to himself, like, where is he? He's like, Lieutenant Sir. Yeah. He would be back over with his platoon. He's one of the resident interrogators here, but he wouldn't be using acid. And as for my position, I'm here to investigate, not investigate, but keep tabs on things. And all the paperwork was signed correctly. As he's trying to like push past again, being stopped by 3 rather big people and then a fucking tech priest. Imagine her just looking at him while digging into a corpse. Deep in the body. So Hankel, as per your autopsy, it is not hard to realize that the cause of death was acid, but he has massive amounts of internal bleeding, lots and lots of just wounds all over his body. Everything. There's just multiple breaks, stab wounds, bash wounds, incisions for scalpels, knives, everything else, all over the place of just where he's been cut into. He's actually missing like 3 fingers and a couple of toes, and he's just completely in just an absolute shambles.
But here's the real question. How long has he been dead? And how much damage has the acid done? Because depending on how long it's been there will depend on how much damage has been done.
He's probably dead only 20 minutes.
Oh, friends, it looks like he's only been dead for 20 minutes. How fun! Which means the killer should be very close at some point. Do you want a finger? Do you want a finger? I have a heart. What, does anyone want anything?
He looks kind of surprised at that.
Suggestion query: lock down the block. Review
can't,
holocam security footage.
Killer's still here. Let's split up and look for coolers.
Jinkies.
He looks confused. Like, no, that's not correct, because no one's been here in the last 20 minutes. That can't be right.
Have you been here for the last 20 minutes?
Yes, but I've been in the office and watching this, watching the cameras. Like he points over up at the wall and everything else, and it's like, the cameras there are watching everything. Come on, and he brings you into the room. He brings you over towards the room, and of course there's Jacobs sitting there, and he looks up confused. Like, what the hell's all this racket? And, what in the Emperor's name is this racket? What are you doing? What's happening? James, we have a problem. He looks confused. Who is James? I know what you mean, don't worry. Bloodshed and stabbing is done, has been calmed herself. She's quite sane right now. That's good to know. We need to cook. You need to cook? Oh boy. Cook the man. Don't cook the fucking body.
I will cook.
What is with you people and being cannibals?
Later.
What is with you people and being cannibals? I know it's a feral world,
have the heart.
Goddamn.
I have the heart. I can season it and I can bake it later and we can share, okay?
Subject has been killed 20 minutes ago. He looks like... he looks surprised, like... That can't be right. Like, we were still on our way here. We would have passed them. What do you mean? It's like, come on, no, that can't be right. And he brings you in. He brings you into the office and brings you back into the primary security area, and there's servitors lining multiple little like cogite banks, and not cogite banks, but like cogite, and brings you over to where the one would line up into the that particular cell as well. And as you watch the footage, he speeds through the footage basically from last night all the way up to now. So he speeds through the footage of his interrogation. He's being beat, stabbed, bludgeoned, literally everything under the sun. He's like, they're bending back fingers and then smashing them with hammers, and lots of like gruesome shit. Like, they are no holds barred on this guy. But at around very early morning, It seems like he's broken, and he kind of stops the speed up as he he stops the fast forward, and I still have elevator music running. God damn it. He appears to be confessing things. He kind of speeds on again as that bit stops. Everyone leaves. He is attended to by a medicae. Medicae begins addressing his wounds and tending to him. You see that he's given like a dose of stim and multiple little doses of different chemicals and stuff. You wouldn't need to roll on it, don't worry, Dusky, or anyone else there who has any medical expertise at all. It's a very basic med kit that he has, and you kind of see that it's just a case of stim. There's some other just little painkillers and such, what the hell do you fucking call it? I was about to say euthanasia. It's not euthanasia. Sedatives. A couple of sedatives and stuff. As he begins settling down, and he curls up in a ball in the corner as the medic finishes, and the medic leaves, and you would know this to be about 6 hours ago. And then he speeds the recording again, and for those 6 hours, nothing. He's sitting in the hallway. He's sitting in the hallway. He's sitting there in the corner of the room. And then the recording stops when you enter the room.
Heinkel is becoming a cat. Wonderful. Wait a minute. Hello?
Hello.
Everything went so quiet.
Yes.
Yes.
So he shows you the footage there, and there you go. It's impossible. So medic. You could claim it's the medic, but he was treated for any wounds. I'll fetch for the medic, but
Oh, please. If it was the medic and he fed him acid, that would have killed him very quickly. It's been 6 hours. Stop being an idiot.
so this is, and you see now that everyone's sitting there looking around the cogite. The attendant kind of slips out and immediately runs down the hall.
Use his very loud voice. Someone grab a hold of the fucking goddamn cam operator there. Grab a hold of the cam operator. Dead prisoner.
Okay. The camera
Actual-
operators are servitors.
Oh. Whoever the man was, I forgot his title.
The attendant.
You know what?
The attendant runs down the hall. You turn around and look. He runs into the room that the prisoner was in. As now that you're actually looking on the screen, it's played back to Hankel's fucking impromptu surgery. There's the gutting and everything else. You're watching in vivid detail what Hankel did to the corpse, and the commissar kind of looks. There's he tilts his head slightly as he. There's no way there's a bit of sanity in that. There's definitely some form of insanity in that, in your movements and stuff of just how you're twisting the knife, how you're guiding and everything else. There's a bit of giddiness to it, and he looks a little concerned. And then as it carries on again, there's the attendant standing there over the body, and he appears to be crouched over it. He's looking over his clipboard and everything else, and as you look up, he's coming back to the room already. there's a slight delay in the camera itself and what's actually happening. So as he comes back, he's like, "What the what? By the Emperor's name, what did you do to the body?"
I had to find out what happened. Don't you understand that you had to do an autopsy to find out what happened? That's what I did. I cut open the body and I found out what happened.
It looks absolutely dumbfounded. I was like, there's a protocol to this. There's a just smacks the clipboard with like the back of his hand. It's like, there's paperwork. There's everything. Before the
It was of vital importance. It was of vital importance. We found a dead body in a sealed room where no one had come in. I found out the body has been dead for 20 minutes. So it had to be done.
Okay, yeah. He kind of like stammers over himself. Fleshy, you can roll charm to try and calm him down further. The Commissar is going to stand up at this, and you Fleshy, you kind of approach him like, calm down. It's just an insane medic, and don't judge. You point out maybe that she's not really from this world, so no one really knows here what the Deathcore Creed really is like. So he begins to like calm. The Commissar stands up and well then, okay. In the Emperor's name, this is strange, to say the very least. An investigation will need to be opened up. And through your own investigation, I can tell that you are not quite involved. You will have to be questioned at some point, but I am aware that something is coming up for you. Right.
Does this impact our deployment?
No. This does not count as your deployment. His demeanor's completely changed. He's no longer the jovial kind of little spirit you met up in the elevator. He's completely grim and serious. There's not even a hint of a smile on his face anymore, as he's just kind of looking over you all. I will be assigning teams to look into this. I'll be calling in like more commissars as well as other investigative officers. You are to return to your bunkhouse. When is your training assignment?
48 hours.
He looks at his. He looks at his. Oh boy. Chrono. Oh, I got.
Chronometer.
Yes. He looks at the chrono. That's very well. If we have not talked to you again in that time, do not worry. But hey, Wolf, stop that! You have to be careful. Don't let it do that. If we have not talked to you in that time, you will be seen to at the next possible convenience. You are to carry on with your mission. You are not to speak of this to anyone. And if word gets out about this, there will be repercussions. And Hinkle, Miss Strauss.
Yims?
He holds his hand out and says, I'll be taking that back as part of the evidence.
Take back what?
He puts on like a hat.
No, I'm actually asking. What does he want? What does he want from me?
He wants the heart back.
What? But I found it.
Yes, you found it, but now it's currently evidence in a murder investigation.
Ah, fine. She reluctantly gives the heart back.
Just flops it on the desk.
Just like it slaps it just kind of quivers slightly and squeezes a bit of blood out onto the desk and stuff. And he looks Fleshy whispers over, I will give you a grenade for it.
9. I don't want a grenade.
I want
I
fleshy.
want my heart.
Hot. Mikey, hot.
Oh god. So he turns to Fleshy himself, and I'll get you a transcript of the interrogation, as it was what you initially came here for, regardless. Do be careful. I don't know what exactly is happening, but this is not this norm. It is not the norm of this world. Unless you can tell me otherwise. Is this kind of... He's...
Also,
You can sense
if
a... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
If I may, it occurs to me that nobody has considered that there was some impersonation going on, but nobody brought it up, from what I noticed.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go on.
No one's still going to bring it up, apparently. So he'll get you a transcript of the recording. There's a bit of a hint in his voice of... There's a mild distaste in his mouth when he talks about basic training for interrogation. Do you want me to do sanctify this? I feel bad stuff on this planet is going on. He informs you that you will receive interrogation training at some point in the near future. At the moment, no, he can't provide that right now. As for sanctification, he would gladly accept you reciting a prayer or two for himself or any of the investigators, but to sanctify the facility would not be beneficial to any investigation should it come to it. It's a bit strange when he says that, but...
That's suspicious.
He asks just for one final time, is there anything else I can do before I send you back to your room? And I will request that you do not leave it for the foreseeable future until we speak to you or your deployment comes up. No need for sermon, priest, just a quick prayer and give thanks to the Emperor, if you please. When he says that, he makes the sign of the Aquila on his chest. Okay, then when? What? Why did that come through my speakers?
I didn't hear.
Oh, fuck's sake. Hang on. For some reason my my headset decided to go, hey, you know the way you're connected? Not anymore. The downside of Bluetooth, I suppose. Okay, then when? Do you mean, okay, then what? Or, I'm asking me once, now or later. He asks you to pray now, and then head back to the barracks, basically. Okay, so... Let me just look this up, because I believe you should have a certain... you can give me a Scholastic Lore Imperial Creed with a +10 or Ecclesiarchy with a +20. Just trying to No, it gave either or with a so Scholastic Lore Imperial Creed with a +20 or Ecclesiarchy +20. Depending on what you roll, it just kind of yeah, you can use Fellowship. Yep. Cool. Okay. So you recite a simple prayer for him. Giving thanks to the Emperor. You don't really say anything in too high of a. You don't really say anything in High Gothic apart from a couple of words and everything else like Ave Imperator and all that little good stuff. But as you recite the prayer, you kind of see that he has a small smile on his face again. You feel a little bit warmer inside. Maybe some of the other ones around you feel a little bit better about themselves, but as the prayer kind of, as you stop reciting the prayer, everything kind of returns. Do you see something strange? No. There is no magical effect of the prayer. Don't worry. It's just you can give me an awareness, I guess. It'll be a flat. Oh, okay. So as you take a look around, you don't really notice anything else as you're reciting your prayer. No, nothing out of the ordinary, anything really. You're trying to look at everyone else, but it's the way the people in the Imperium are brought up. Like when they hear the prayers, it's supposed to be a bit of a rallying moment. It's more of a spirit. Well, it's a very spiritual thing and everything else. It makes you feel kind of good. It's like, oh, okay, so yeah, I can hear the prayer and I understand it, so I know it. I know it's good. The day I don't understand the prayer is the day it's a bad day, kind of thing. And after that, he requests the attendant to escort you back to the barracks. You need me call. He informs you that oh, don't worry. If we need to talk, I will find you. He has a smile on his face as he says that again. And the attendant guides you back to the main building again. Is there anything you wish to do? Do you want to resist? Do you want to just head on back, or just gonna follow orders?
Yeah, that's personally, I'm up for just going.
Okay. So he brings you back to the elevator. He departs. The attendant. Roll interesting stuff. He brings you back to the elevator. Allows you to get back on. He departs again, and yeah, the elevator's full again. There's quite a few people and everything in there, but there is oh, sorry, it's not full yet. As you go up one floor to the ground floor, then it begins filling up again. Nobody noticed I have more stuff on me. It's not exactly a... Okay, everyone can roll an awareness with a +20.
Everyone present, I presume.
Yes.
Nuffles really does not like me today.
Nuffle really doesn't like you today. Holy shit.
Nuffles is angry.
I haven't had a single good roll today. Like, not even one.
See, what you gotta do is you gotta cuss her out.
No.
Fuck.
There's an old trick I saw with a previous D&D group I was in, where they would just roll a huge number of dice before every game just to clear
Oh
the
yeah,
vibe.
clearing the rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Nuffles, fuck you. I'm fate pointing this. Come on at me, you fucking whore. It's nearly the end of the session anyway. Yeah, it came at me, alright.
You got better.
Uh.
So as you're walking there, Jim, are you still wearing your fucking earmuffs? Okay, so I will subtract the 20 off you again, but you think you still succeed just barely? No, you don't actually. You miss by 3. So unfortunately, you don't hear the little bell in you don't hear the bell in Fleshy's robes. Oh good, the Commissar stopped talking. You know what? I'll give it to you. You hear a slight ding 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 come from the priest when he moves around a little bit. As you get back in the elevator and everything else, as more people start going in, he kind of moves to the side to avoid like people just bumping into him and stuff. So you hear this like very light ting 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 ting. Sounds like a bell. Hee. I'm surprised it is much louder. Like I said, it's not really a car bell. It's more like a fucking. It's more like a little servant. Sorry, not the tech priest. Fleshy, the priest. Did I say the tech priest? This is Fleshy, the tech priest. Oh.
A man of amazing contradictions.
Yes. Half of him is man, half of him is tech priest. Half man, half skeleton.
The man priest.
Fucking skeleton man. Skeleton man. He's half man, half skeleton. Wait, what part's the skeleton? The skeleton part. God fucking damn it. So just like a regular man. Jim sidles up beside Fleshy. Priest, you appear to be jingling. Oh boy. I think we're going to wind this down soon. I would like to jingle also. Prayers do that to man. I jingle because I pray.
Yeah, I would like this to end soon too. It's
Yeah, it's getting late. I just realized the time. Like, sorry about that. So, as we wrap it up, we will just kind of quickly speed things up. As you get back up the elevator, more and more people come on, more and more people go off. There's nothing really of note, to be quite honest with you, in this part of the elevator. But as you arrive back at the barracks, I will make one little thing. So, Millie, while everyone was away, you were here basically by yourself for the longest period of time. Give me 3 D100 rolls, please. Okay.
Oh wow, okay. There's a legendary one.
So, while they were away, not that much in the way of things actually happened. A couple of people approached you, tried to make some small talk and everything else, but as you're probably a little bit busy with your hoard and everything else, they didn't really stay too long. They kind of asked you about some of the equipment and everything else. They asked you like what's up to your next assignment, how's everything going on.
Did you make sure to hand out a primer to any single one that bothered asking?
That's what my next assignment is, getting a primer. Okay, so roll a D5 plus 3. So you at least 4 people asked you about your next assignment. At most. Okay, there you go. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Well, about 7 people come up, and as they're making small talk and everything else, they'd ask about the assignment, and out of basically your out of intuition, you just kind of give them a primer, and they look a bit confused before kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, all right.
Shout over like I'm a fight Nuffle. Damn, Nuffle got hands.
This base will be flooding with primers. The Commissars are going to be fucking ecstatic.
Primus! As far as the eye can see.
I will shackle Hankel before going to bed. And as John arrives back, some more people just kind of come over, and they don't really do much else.
Why are you gonna shackle me?
So you don't fucking
Why you bully me?
vivisect people in your sleep, apparently.
So you don't sleep choke people, I guess.
So I will point out there's one last thing. So as everyone kind of comes back and starts settling in, the last thing to occur is the runner returns, and he begins setting up in the little barracks and everything else. He begins
There we go. We have fixed the issue.
Okay. So as the runner comes in, he sets up. He's looking completely and utterly beat to hell, and he sets himself up in one of the corners and basically finds his own bed for the night. As that's happening, Hankel, give me a strength test with a +20. Okay. 69. Have you only got 20 strength?
Okay, you know what? I think the game is telling me something.
Yeah.
No. So you don't break the lock, but well, you can fate point it if you like.
I need to keep a promise. I'm sorry. I don't sleep, remember?
Oh yeah, you just keep maintaining equipment. So
Yes.
as the tech priest kind of finds his little corner, starts setting everything up, Jim and Jill take out make a sleeping bag for each other. Hankel goes over to the priest's door, hits it a boot, doesn't break the lock but does force it open. The priest spins around as he goes to bed, and then just the probably fully still armed and armored Hankel just stands at the end of the bed and just falls on top of him and then begins snoring.
She doesn't even get out of her uniform or clothes. She just flops over onto him and just sleeps.
You now have a Hankel blanket, Fleshy. As this fully armed and armored Krieger has just lain on top of you and immediately starts snoring. Wraps her around me. This is getting weird. While you're wearing ankle, you get a bonus to resist pain. Oh, okay. Just Fleshy just finds a blanket, throws it over the top of you both, and just goes to sleep. And with that, we're gonna bring the session to an end tonight. So I'll actually need to talk to you about that soon. But with that, we're gonna bring it to an end. I will stop the recording, And there we go.